Bonjour, messieurs. Get ready for another real adventure. We're looking for what we call a jack mackerel, and they're a great bait for live kingies, a snapper, any of the target species. Excellent bait.
Yo, go there. These baits are good for all kinds of fish. Today we use them for the yellowtail kingfish, and in the season we use them for marlin and tuna as well.
One at a time. Should be here till noon.
A bit slow this morning.
I'm a master baiter. I can catch live bait with the best of them.
Lucky we've got all day.
Red gurnet. Back home we call them a robin fish.
Very nice bait.
And they use these little things right here. They'll actually like crawl across the sand.
The Bay of Islands got a huge amount of history for New Zealand. It's where it all started. Russell, a little town over here, is the first capital of New Zealand. It used to be known as the hellhole of the Pacific. Back in the 1800s, it was full of grog shops and whorehouses. It was a place for all the sailors to stop by who were cruising around in the Pacific and have themselves a good time.
These pectoral fins are just absolutely gorgeous. They're nice, thin membrane, nice blue across here, beautiful colored fish.
I'm a master baiter from way back.
See, Mike, anybody can bait fish, but you know, it takes real skill.
Yeah, see like this is what he's supposed to be catching.
A Bay of Islands recreational marine forecast issued by the Met Service at 5:23 a.m. this morning. There's no warning for Brett. Situation: a disturbed southwest flow covers the country. A large high cover over the central Tasman Sea moving northeast.
Today we got a great forecast and we're looking forward to catching some nice fish, you know. Catching kingies is what they call yellowtail, snapper. Never know what you're gonna get, but they say they got some great spots. We're looking forward to it. Catching some bait. Mike Berry over there's been kicking my butt like a redheaded stepchild. I'd have a hard time catching a cold today, but good thing we got Mike catching bait for us.
The area we're fishing here is known as the Bay of Islands here off of New Zealand. And this is one of these liveaboard boats. Basically what they do is they take the young kids out and teach them life skills and teach them how to sail and get out here. And of course in the morning they have to jump in the water and take their baths. And I'll tell you what, it's cold with a jacket on here, so it definitely gets them hard quick, you know, turns them into real sailors. And you can see the clothes blowing in the breeze out here. This area is awesome. Cape Britt, it reminds me of Cabo San Lucas with the hole in the rock here. We're out here on the point. We're gonna take those live bait we caught this morning and see if we can't catch some big kings. We've also got a dropper rig the cap is put together. We'll go ahead and drop that down, try to catch some groupers and whatnot with that. Should be quite interesting. We got a beautiful, beautiful New Zealand morning here. Says the weather's supposed to get a little blowy this afternoon, but right now it's absolutely beautiful. Incredible place on the planet right here. Bay of Islands, New Zealand.
We are doing something that's absolutely incredible here. We're on what I would consider just a natural geo marvel here. We're driving through the hole of this rock. Like, give me a break. Wow. Look at this. I mean, like, incredible. If you're traveling and you want to go somewhere that just will blow your mind, New Zealand. Oh, it's gorgeous. When we were flying, just the big green fields, sheep and cows. They say there's red stag wildlife all over the place. You get into the Pacific Ocean here and it's like incredible. They say you can walk on the fish during the summer and wow. And we've been walking on them now and it's only springtime. So we came around the point, there's bait everywhere. Sure, there's gonna be some big kingfish. I'm looking forward to it. Here comes a little boat running through the hole right now.
Kind of like the version of the semester at sea in the States.
These boys are definitely, and girls are definitely being trained hard.
Going back through, this is amazing. Just awesome. The boat just fits under here. It's kind of a neat deal getting in here and coming through, and you just wonder how this formed over the years. You wonder if the seas or the waves that just beat in here or how this formed. I don't know really what kind of rock it is, but you can actually see how the tide, we must be on a lower tide because it looks like from the water line, the tide comes up through here. So there's probably times where you can't actually get through the rock with our outriggers. But awesome. Mother Nature at her finest. Just so cool. Been here for many years and it'll be here long after we're here. Look at that. What a cool animal. Fur seal. Look at his little face. He's awesome. He's going in for a swim. And away we go. I took down this rig here and we were just dropping them down about 240 feet of water. As the cap said, we just wanted to let them eat it. I felt the bait get picked up and I gave him about a 5-second drop back. Let's see if we can't get this baby up here. It's got a good steady pull down there. Got it up on the button here and he's giving me the business. We're here in the Bay of Islands off the coast of New Zealand and it's a beautiful day. Gotta love it, nice and cool. A little bit of a breeze. We may expect some weather a little later. We got out yesterday for a warm-up day and caught some snappers inside. Starting to come up. Here he is, got some color. Oh, nice fish. This is the nerve-wracking part where the mate's got him. Oh yeah, look at that.
Nice yellowtail.
Awesome fish.
Pretty work.
They say these things are fabulous eating.
Pretty work, Mike.
Gotta love it. Thanks, Rob.
Nice work.
Grant, great stuff. All right, the cap's gonna go ahead and take the fish I just caught, and he's gonna go ahead and bleed him. He's gonna cut his main artery, and we're gonna bleed him out, hang him over the gunnel here and bleed him out, make him better eating. Here in the Bay of Islands, he's been fishing since he was a little kid, so he's got a lot of knowledge here in the area. Local knowledge rules, as they say, and it sure did in this instance. We took us right out on the pinnacle, and we all dropped our baits down, and it wasn't 4 or 5 minutes, and we got the bite there. So that was good stuff right there.
Fishing pretty deep here, you know, at 240 feet, big edge here. Fishing this little jack mackerel, man. Hair's raised up on the back of my neck. Mikey here's already one up on me. My only hope is to get one bigger.
This one doesn't feel quite as big as the last one, but we did get a good bite here. Coming up nicely. Really a cool way to fish. You know, you're fishing this pinnacle and you're drifting right off the top of it. All right, Grant's got a bite. I don't care where I am in the world. As long as I'm turning the handle and a fish is pulling back, I'm a happy camper. And this just happens to be just another one of the beautiful spots that we're fortunate enough to fish, and we got a good one right here.
It's a Pacific barracuda.
Wow, look at that. What a wild looking fish. Has a very similar face to our barracudas, but he has a wild dorsal. It's like almost like a wahoo's dorsal, but the head, I mean, it's definitely in the barracuda family, the cousin of the cuda. Oh, look at that. Well
nice.
done, Grant. Grant's got a nice looking fish, definitely in the grouper family, huh?
Cod. That's a type of cod.
Yeah, awesome. Well done, Grant.
Beautiful. A lot like our squirrel fish back home, or the winchman. Extremely, extremely scaly. Real spiny. Yeah. Beautiful fish. We have a fish back home almost identical to this, but not quite as fat. Absolutely gorgeous. You never know what you're gonna catch here. It's all fun. Go back home.
You know, no matter what part of the world you're in, a fisherman's a fisherman, you know? It's all about having a great time and catching fish and having fun.
This is what it's about. Traveling with your buddies, traveling with your family. Whenever you go on a trip and you go fishing, you want to fish with somebody that's professional, that's safe, that knows the area. And that's what we've done. You know, we found these guys. They have taken us on an absolute fantastic trip. The inside of the boat's clean. I mean, just from start to finish, this place is top notch. And if everything works right, I'm gonna catch a much larger yellowtail than Mike, but things don't always work the way I want them to, so let's see what happens.
Jeff's usually behind the camera, but of course, he's like the rest of us. He fishes because the voices in his head tell him to, and of course, any opportunity he gets to grab that rod, he's gonna do it.
It's a cuda.
barracuda catch ya. Those Shimano diamond jigs really work, boy. They catch everything on the reef and everything in the water column up. Look at that thing. That is such a wild fish. They don't want to lose this guy. This is a nice fish. Look at the size of this one.
It's okay. Just take a step back.
Yeah, you got it. All right, look at that. Awesome eating. New Zealand, you gotta come check it out. Air New Zealand can get you here, quick flight out from Auckland, and come out here and catch some fish with these guys. Just another real adventure from New Zealand.
Looks like a sea donkey over there. That bird is as big as an emu. Looks like an ostrich.
They have a wingspan of over 11 feet. It's an actual albatross. That is a serious predator. Maybe you want a ham and cheese croissant.
Catching fish.
What's better than that?
Well, you're catching fish.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
fishing. It's not fighting like a yellowtail at all. It's fighting
No.
more like a grouper or something, you
It's
know?
coming up easy, really. It's a weird bite, too. Here he comes. Look at the funky fish this is. Wow. They call this a John Dory. It's so cool. You fish in all these different exotic spots. Flat fish, not a lot of meat on them, but they say it's excellent eating.
This eye is not intended for camouflage. This eye is intended to look like this is the broadness of his face. So to look like a bigger fish. You can see how this is black on the center with a little dot and clear around the eye. When a big fish comes up, certainly he'll fan himself out and look like this, and these will look like two eyeballs. Well, if your eyes are this far apart, your body behind it's probably pretty big, but as you can tell, he's not. He's got it on both sides.
Pretty hungry fish, too. I mean, considering he just ate a bait almost, 70% of his sheer body size.
Yeah, you can look right into his mouth and look how it opens up there. And you can see that he's got the real nice broad gill rakers, and he's got the crushers in the back of his jaw, so you would know without even catching this fish, just by looking at his mouth and face structure, that he's gonna eat live bait. That's what this fish was intended to do, and that's what he did. If you look back down his body right here, big fat spines, and that would be intended to keep a fish from eating him from the rear. He wasn't counting on Mike Berry coming up from the front and catching him with a live jack mackerel. Oh my gosh! There he is, got him on! This is what it's all about, man. When I was a kid, I'd go down to the Eagle's Nest dock, I'd go to Pinnock Point, and I'd wade all day, just wade fishing, taking a Zara spook. My older brother turned me on to those, Aubrey. We got red and white, yellow and white, blue and white, and just lure fishing. Here I am, a grown man, 30 years old, fishing with real adventures, and a Yo-Zuri popper, catching fish in New Zealand. That's perfect, perfect. If you don't grow up working lures with spinning rods, then you really don't have that feel. And working these poppers, there's a lot of feel to it. But it looks like you're catching on awful fast. Grant works for Air New Zealand, does a fantastic job offering new deals, promotions. We had a great flight out here. And then to have someone from Air New Zealand to get to fish with us. Okay, good. Throw it again. He's marking them again. As far as you can. Nice work. Yeah, now let it drift a little bit farther. Let it drift a little bit farther because he was marking them back there. Let it keep going. Okay, now stop it in just one reel and one chug. Don't pop it quite so much. Pop it about half that. Oh, there he goes!
This more like it, eh? It's a little fella.
There you go. Right here, mate.
When Rob was saying just one turn, one revolution, it makes it a lot easier when you're doing the popping, I think.
We got Grant's first yellowtail on the popper.
On the popper.
On the popper. Beautiful little fish. Beautiful little fish. Man, this would probably make a great skipping bait for a black marlin, about this size. But they're short, and we're only gonna keep enough for dinner, so this one's going home to mama. See you, buddy.
Boys want a piece now.
Yeah.
A piece now.
Absolutely.
Fresh out of the snake house.
It's tender.
Take the lock. Sorry. You know, put that, cover that up.
so tender.
Do you want me to drop this bin back for you?
Nah, I can put them up.
This is the collar.
We'll stick those
called
in there so
fish
you
like
don't
this.
have to worry about
Okay.
that.
Peck fin. When you just fillet a fish, you miss a lot of this meat. And
All this is going back to
it's absolutely positive to me that they don't waste anything here. Kent, the mate, yesterday, whenever we were cutting this fish, even saved all the rib cages because he wanted to fry the rib cages and just pick the ribs out and eat it. It's a great way to go. It's fantastic.
So tender.
You're at Haruru Falls Resort, you're in the Bay of Islands, the most beautiful winterless north of New Zealand. We're in a location, an amphitheatre just outside of Paihia on the Waitangi River. It's a resort of 5 acres of bush, and it sits in front of Haruru waterfalls, and the name Haruru comes from the Maori pronunciation, the Maori word which means big noise. So big noise at night, in the middle of the day when the tide's low, you will hear the waterfall falling on the rocks, which is why it got its name, Haruru. Consequently, we named the resort Haruru Falls Resort. Quite a cool place to live, a lovely 5 acres of bush. What more could we ask for in the winterless north of New Zealand? So here we have a special treat for you to experience. A beautiful layer of oysters, fresh.
Oh, look at that.
Jump in, guys, and enjoy.
Jan, that is awesome.